We know that you were born magical. We know that you are intuitive, and we know that you are brimming with everyday enchantment. Here at the Sisters Enchanted, we believe in intention, we believe in intuition, and we believe in everyday magic. Welcome in to the Expedition to Soul podcast. Welcome to this episode of the Expedition to Soul podcast. I'm Sarah, founder of the Sisters Enchanted. And this is a mini episode wherein I'm going to give you 3 tips on journaling, 3 ideas, 3 activities that maybe you haven't tried before. Now, journaling is a powerful tool that a lot of people are resistant to or just don't understand. And we know that it's really powerful. That's why we have a whole freebie around it. So you can check that out, get the link to that, and get those resources. We'll have the link under this, wherever you're listening or watching this, we'll have the link there for you. So it's magical journaling. It's free. Just get that for yourself. But journaling it's helpful in vision casting. It's helpful in processing the past, doing shadow work. It's helpful in just understanding your intention in the present moment. And what it does when you're writing, you are thinking about your situation or your life or whatever is going on for you in a different way than you might normally, which is why we love journaling. Now, people can find it challenging because you feel like you're just writing in a diary, like when you were in high school, or maybe you don't like to write or you can't think of what to say. And we do have a lot of tips for you around that in that journaling guide. We also have a journaling class too, so definitely reach out if you want information on that. But I've got 3 ideas, 3 ways to get your journaling started that maybe you haven't thought of before. All right, so the first idea, the first thing that you can try is, instead of journaling in the traditional way where you're just writing a bunch of stuff, do your journaling like a comic strip. So I actually got this idea from Anna, my sister and co-founder here. She did this with a tarot reading recently, and everyone thought it was genius. What you can do is draw out what you're thinking, draw out what happened, what you want to have happen in a linear fashion, just like you would a comic strip. Now, you don't have to be a great illustrator. I'm not great at illustrating, but you can certainly doodle out what you're thinking. You can doodle out some symbols or imagery, and then just add a caption for each of your little doodles and get your journaling done in that way. So another really cool tip, another way to try journaling, if it's not something that you love to do, you're not great at, you don't know how to get started, open a book, maybe your favorite book, or even a magazine. I feel like this could be really fun with one of those, those magazines with the what am I trying to say? Those pop magazines where it's did she, didn't she go on the affair on the yacht in the Atlantic Ocean? And you're like, I don't know, but I must find out whether it's true or not. Well, grab a magazine, grab a book, grab whatever, pick a sentence, write the sentence down on the top of a page, and allow that to be your starter for your journaling. This could go in a lot of different ways. You could future cast a vision based on that sentence. You could process past information. Maybe this sentence is just bringing some stuff up for you. You don't know why, but it's making you feel a certain way. And you just go with it and you write it all down. Whatever it is for you, pick that sentence and then write. Just start writing. Maybe it's just for 2 minutes. Maybe you find that you got really into it and you wrote for a half an hour. But pick a sentence from somewhere and then add onto it. All right, the next tip is to journal from a different point of view or a different voice. So we often talk about journaling as your future self, your past self, but here we want you to be something else. You could be an object in a room, you could be a pet, you could be a person, you could be a made-up person, but processing information, processing future outcomes, possibilities, decisions you could be making. What if it was somebody else's perspective? Or like I said, a thing, maybe you just had a killer conversation about a life-changing conversation in your living room, and you're writing from the perspective of the plant that witnessed it all. And so you write down the different sides, and allow just this extra outside set of eyes or leaves, I guess, in this case, something. Anyway, you allow that to give you a perspective that you can't really come to on your own very easily. So you have this invitation and this support of getting outside of your own self to experience from a different way. And then you write about it. All right, here's our 3 tips. Let's recap what we talked about here. Comic strip. Do a little doodle, couple little doodles, and give them a highlight or like a little blurb under each of the different elements. And you can futurecast this way, process past information, or just get really present in the moment. Also picking a sentence from a book, a magazine, an article, a quote. I love the idea of a sentence because it's like you're going to add on to what's next, right? So you say something or the sentence speaks, and then you're going to carry on the conversation. So that's another strategy. And then that third strategy of using a different perspective. So a plant, a person, a fictional perspective, whatever it is, pull that in and write from that perspective and allow that outside perspective to help you gain perspective that you might not have otherwise had. Right? Journaling is a really amazing tool. I promise it is. People are really resistant to it. You don't have to do it all the time, but when you do it, even if it's just for a few minutes, make good use of it. Make it fun. Get into it and try one of these strategies. Let us know on social media or wherever it is you connect with us if you gave one of these a shot and how it went for you. We'd love to hear about it. And of course, you can check out our journaling freebie and our journaling class. We've got the links right around here. Wherever you are watching or listening, look for the description. You'll find the links there. And you can always get more information on everything that we're doing over at thesistersenchanted.com. All right. Thank you so much for hanging with me. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you. You will hear me on the next episode of the Magic on the Inside podcast. I did it again. You will hear me. You will see me on the next episode of the Expedition to Soul podcast. Onward.